What's going on, family? Raphael Rasheen back again. Today we want to talk about these domestic terrorists and why really every targeted individual, regardless if you know that these people are involved or not, should call and you should be reporting domestic terrorism on your own behalf, and not only your own behalf but other people. Report it anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because they're going to have a big price to pay soon. So let's get into definition what domestic terrorism is, because everybody really think a terrorist is just somebody going around blowing stuff up, doing this, that, and the third. But we know what we've been going through. I know how they try to intimidate me and my family, how they we know what's going on. So let's look into the definition of domestic terrorism. Domestic terrorism refers to acts of violence committed by individuals or groups within a country aimed at intimidating or coercing a civilian population or influencing government policy. Unlike international terrorism, domestic terrorism is rooted in domestic ideologies and lacks foreign direction or influence. So, just from my experience, these people have these white supremacists, because that's what they are. They have literally sat outside and planned and plotted against doing things to me. Now, they didn't, I can't give them the full extent because they didn't do some of the things they said they were going to do. Like throw a firebomb in my house and, plant weed in my yard. Well, they didn't say they was going to plant weed in my yard. The dude said, I seen him put a big old bag of weed in the bushes. Like, I would smoke that big old bag of weed out. I'm not putting my weed in no damn bushes. You know what I'm saying? Weed ain't even that illegal no more to fucking be trying to hide like that. So never would I ever waste weed. I think they probably thought that one through. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get back to the point. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they did other things to you, but the group stalking, you know what I mean? How do you feel with a bunch of people, and why would they send a bunch of people, trying to drive past your house, intimidate you with loud sounds, with loud sounding vehicles and things like that? They're trying to terrorize you, right? You know what I'm saying? Just look at these people's actions. So let's ask another question. Are they coercing a civilian population or influencing government policy? Unlike international terrorism, domestic terrorism is rooted in domestic ideologies and lack foreign direction or influence. I don't think it's foreign direction influencing these people to do what they're doing. I think they're doing it on their own behalf, and they're definitely coercing a civilian population to be involved with them. Manipulating community watch and other things like that. I think these people fall high on the line of domestic terrorism. I don't think it's an argument that could go against that. Point blank period. So let's look at the key characteristics. Definition: domestic terrorism involves criminal acts, definitely committing criminal acts, dangerous to human life, and occurring primarily within the territorial jurisdiction of the United States, and appears intended to intimidate or coerce a civilian population or influenced by government. Man, my son just reported to me. I know a lot of people talk about V2K and stuff like that, and my son don't have no problems. And I know these people have had access to the roof right over top of his room where my children sleep at, and I know they put equipment in there. I've been being hacked to the fullest extent ever since these people had access to my roof. Not only being hacked, that's when the monitoring and stuff started. Whereas they was monitoring me walking through my house. So my son reported to me the other day, and I have a recording of it I will share with you guys. And I just asked him to repeat what you just told me again. And he said he heard a loud somebody scream in his ear while he was going to sleep. You know what I'm saying? And I seen other people report about V2K technology. You know what I'm saying? So legal framework. The U.S. Patriot Act provides a statutory definition of domestic terrorism, but that does not create a specific criminal charges for it. Instead, domestic terrorism is addressed through existing criminal laws with enhancement for terrorism-related activities. You know what I'm saying? Increase in incidents. There has been a significant rise in domestic terrorism incidents in recent years between 2013 and 2021. Domestic terrorism related investigations increased by 357%. I can't make this up, y'all. Do your own research. Motivations. The most common motivations for domestic terrorism include racial, for those who saying it's not about race, again, this is not my words, or ethnic hatred, anti-government sentiments, which, you know, I wasn't doing any of that. I was actually just trying to heal my body as a disabled person. And anti-government, I said that, other extremist ideologies, racially or ethnically motivated violent extremism is the largest category, often resulting in the most lethal attacks, man. You know what I'm saying? Federal response, legislation, and what is that? I ain't gonna try to pronounce that shit. I ain't embarrassed. And yes, I am. No, I ain't. The U.S. government has introduced legislation such as Domestic Terrorism Prevention Act to enhance efforts against domestic terrorism. This includes establishing dedicated offices within the Department of Justice. I reported to the DOJ. Where's my help at, son? I think I even reported to the next one. Homeland Security. I know I definitely reported to state troopers and a lot of other places. DHS, definitely reported to them. Homeland Security, DHS, yeah. And the FBI to monitor. We definitely reported to them. But we know what's going on. Combat domestic terrorism. It's sad when the protectors are actually the people who's supposed to be protecting you are actually the domestic terrorists. And that's the state we living in, y'all. So y'all can look this up more for you, because like I said, I can't even when I can't pronounce simple words and stuff like that, I know it's time to chill. Plus I've been up all night and stuff like that. But it just is what it is, y'all. I think I said enough. I know y'all know who's involved with this, but it's their duty to do their job. And basically by neglecting their job, they need to be held responsible. So I tell y'all, don't ignore it. You should still report it. You know what I'm saying? And they need to do something about this. This should be actually at the head of this election. This should be being talked about. We need to be out in the streets more and organizing each other and coming together. And if you ain't able to get out on the streets, if you disabled, because I know they target a lot of disabled people like myself, you know what I'm saying? Definitely speak out about it. Try to, even if you got to pay for promotion and stuff like that, do it, man. We need to be using our voice. We need to be vocal about what's happening. You see, they try to comment and deter you from thinking of certain ways. They don't want me to call them out as the white supremacists they are. They don't want you to call them out. And some people even in them gangstalking groups and targeted individual groups saying, just ignore it, be quiet about it, just ignore them. The best thing to do is ignore them and pay them no, you should be talking about it. You should never ignore being victimized and abused, period, man. The fearful and the unbelieving should have their part in the lake of fire. Point blank, period. Y'all know I'm not religious or nothing like that, but I am kind of well read in the good books, you know what I mean? And I'm very spiritual and highly spiritual, and we're gonna get into some of that later. I can't wait to do what I really dedicated my page for, and get back to the work that I was set out to do. If you don't know, I was studying herbs and health. I was trying to start a mentorship, which I'm still finding ways to try to do that still to the day. You know what I mean? I was trying to heal my body. You know what I mean? I became disabled, but these were the things I was trying to do. I would even show you what I was trying to do. I got proof of it. We could look back at my Facebook posts and stuff that they hacked me out of. I had bags full of herbs trying to heal people. Definitely been trying to, do something for the youth, even still to the day. And this go back since I was kind of young. I've been trying to basically do something to help society, man, and even in my work, and people get mad because I call out the white supremacists. White people, you need to wake up. I've been dedicated to even white people and solving black and white relations, and I did this not only speaking out, but literally I've been walking it in my daily life. My employers, or I don't like to call them bosses or nothing. Literally, I was fighting with them for different reasons and stuff like that. But they even said, and even with me coming at them and not doing the things that they wanted most, right? I don't think nobody in this building love people more than Rasheem. I am an absolute servant of the people. I love the people. I love life. I love nature. I love these things, and it's people who's counter to that. So I am going to, do a podcast on the devil's characteristic and godly people characteristics, man. You know what I'm saying? It's some people here, this is why I love Manly P. Hall so much. He speak about serving the totality. There's certain people that's here to serve the totality, and there's a lot of people here. That's why they say the path is narrow, that's just here to serve themselves. And that's why we amongst so many sellouts and so many people who go against the same things that they promoting to you, man. The same people, and that's why you gotta believe in the books, because they said many will come in my name, man, and they definitely coming in the name of some of the most people with integrity. Like I'm messing up, so we need to kind of end this now. But anyway, y'all know what I'm trying to say. They coming in their name, right? They coming in. They got the church people stalking y'all. They not following none of the principles that they preach, but they out here and not only antagonizing but terrorizing the people. So yes, let's call them out for what they are: domestic terrorism. I put up the proof to show you that this whole program was a white supremacist program, and that's what they are. They white supremacists. Yes, they involve blacks, minorities. It's a lot of sellouts, y'all, and poor white people. You should not be doing it. White supremacists have nothing to do with the color. It has nothing to do with race. That's why I call them coon Negroes. They got that white mind, they black with that white mind. You know what I'm saying? That's why I call them what I call them. But anyway, my name is Raphael Rasheem, and this is the True I Speak podcast, and I'm out.